Hi, this is Monty from Mopart Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. This is our fabulous 2011 Mercedes-Benz A180 CDI Avantgarde automatic with only 26,800 miles. Now, fabulous car. Lots of nice spec to it, and I'll go through that with you very shortly, with a full Mercedes-Benz service history. Two owners from you, originally a Mercedes-Benz demonstrator and then a private owner since 2012. Now I'm going to briefly walk around the car and then give you a more detailed view very shortly. So you won't find too many of these, especially with this sort of mileage, especially with the specification that you've got on this car as well. She's in a colour called calcite white, so it's a slightly off-white. It's the Avantgarde, so nice specification with half leather interior, auto lights, auto wipers, etc. Alloy wheels, as you can see on the car, with branded tyres. So you've got Continentals, I think, on the front and Pirellis on the back. It's got active park control, which is the sort of semi parking assistance that you have with these cars as well. So I can show you the car more or less parks itself, does all the steering for you. All you need to do is just keep your foot on the brake, but I can demonstrate that to any customer when they come have a look at it. Now the reasons why I'm holding the camera by the registration number, it's still got its original plates from Mercedes-Benz Gatwick. Please feel free to ring Mercedes-Benz if you want to. They probably won't tell you too much about it, but they can probably verify the service history. The car will be MOT'd as well, so when it leaves us, it will go to our prep guys to get it ready for its MOT. Another extra, which I should have sort of mentioned right earlier on, it's got the louvered panoramic roof. Now, at the time of me putting this vehicle on Auto Trader, I don't think there was another one nationally that had the panoramic glass roof in this sort of shape of car. Folding mirrors as well, and it's got heated seats. Now, they're not Mercedes-Benz heated seats, they're an aftermarket one, which work absolutely fine, but I will show you that in more detail when we get to have a look inside the car. Now, I just need to mention a couple of customers who have picked up cars recently said I'd probably go a little bit overboard on my videos. I don't want to, get someone down here to have a look at a car. They've seen the pictures, looks absolutely fantastic. They drive, whether it's 2 miles or 200 miles away, they can't have a look at the car and it's not as described. I am only human. I don't intentionally go out to, mislead anybody. And I think a lot of customers will know they come and have a look at a car that's done, whether it's 25,000 miles or 125,000 miles. She is, 8 years of age now. She's not going to be a brand new car. There's a few little chips here and there which we've touched up, but nothing major. All right, so I'm not using this video as a kind of beating brush over my head, to pick loads and loads of holes. It is a wonderful car, but I just want to sort of point out a few things to you. Anyway, let's get onto it. So, alloy wheels all looking absolutely fine condition. I got a few little centre caps for them, brand new centre caps, because the other ones were slightly off colour. All the wheel bolts are absolutely fine. Had all the wheel bolts all removed, repainted, because sometimes they can go a little bit rusty, and that's normally just where we don't really want to wash our cars anymore. When we take it to these hand car wash places, they spray a bit of kind of traffic film remover, leave it on there for a while. It tends to sort of eat into them, but they've all been removed and repainted. So as I mentioned, it's got front and rear parking sensors, or active park control as it is how Mercedes-Benz list it. Now, let's just show you down the side of the car. I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to pick up too much, but it all looks absolutely fine. Believe me, it's a lovely, lovely car. Now, we have touched up a couple of little marks on the door edges here, but it was on the driver's door. You'll probably hardly see it at all. Plenty of tread on the tyres. Alloy wheels look good. Okay, I'm going to try and zoom through this as quickly as possible, because I do tend to babble on far too much, and I think you just want to have a good look around the car. Alloy wheels on this side as well, all fine. Plenty of tread on the Pirelli P7s. I think they're fitted on this car. No, P6s, sorry. And then let's have a look down this side here. Hopefully, I'm not too sure. White is really hard to try and pick up reflections, but believe me, it is Lovely. Okay, I'm going to show you inside now. So 4 electric windows, electric folding mirrors, you've got Bluetooth connectivity for your phone, you've got 2 keys with the car, automatic headlamps, automatic wipers, air conditioning. The air conditioning is super cold, it's absolutely fine. You've got your CVT or constantly variable transmission gearbox. And that's all your central display in there. Now this car's got a 6-disc changer, all the discs go into the front of it. I will have a picture of that showing you what it looks like. All your air conditioning controls. Now the buttons either side to the left or right of that, not the big ones. Let me just come in the car and show you what I mean. Oh, there we go. These ones here, these are the heated seats, or the aftermarket heated seats. When you switch the ignition on, they become blue, I think they are, and when you put the heated seats on, they go red. There's like a little LED on there. All right, so you've got cruise control, speed limiter, all your functionality on the steering wheel there for all your sort of information that you need that pops up in the central display. Let's just show you the mileage. It will just show you service C due in 30 days. It's going to go into Mercedes-Benz to have its service done. Okay, and there's the mileage, 26,862. Okay, hopefully that all looks good, all the door panels. And let's just show you, how can we forget that fabulous louvered roof. There'll be some pictures of it all opened up, etc. How it will work, let me just show you now anyway, while I'm here. How it work is each louver sort of folds up on itself. Okay, you have got some blinds in here as well to sort of cover the glass. Let's just show you the back. Apologies, we're up to 7 minutes now, and I didn't think it was going to take as long, but it has. Electric windows at the back. You know, garages have started doing these videos now, but it's sort of like a minute and a half, quick walk round, doesn't really give you a true reflection of the car. So apologies. I think if you are genuinely interested in this car, you'll find the video quite helpful. Now you've got height adjustment on the driver's seat, the passenger seat, and you've also got lumbar support. So that little lever you can see there, that's lumbar support for the passenger, and you'll have the same sort of thing on the driver's side. 60/40 split folding seats, I'll show you them in a second. All of the back of the car looks absolutely fine. Now there were a couple of little marks on the back bumper. We have touched them up. A couple of little marks here, and just underneath the parking sensor there, and a tiny one there, but nothing major. It really isn't. Okay. So you can see this customer really did look after their car. They've got a Mercedes-Benz floor mat in there. I say floor mat. It's a boot protector. You got your parcel shelf here that pulls out. And beneath all that, I don't want to take it all apart now, you have got a spare wheel inside these little cubby holes there. Look at that. You've got your first aid kit, all your tools, tools under there, jack, warning triangle, and then you've got I think they've put some bits and pieces. I left them in there anyway, if you're going abroad, that type of thing, sort of what you would need. Left them all there. Lovely. It really is a lovely car. Drives really well as well. Okay, again, parking sensors at the back. As I mentioned, you've got front and rear parking sensors. Lots of tread on the tyres. An alloy wheel. Looks absolutely fine. Okay, things like the wheel bolts and the centre caps, it's just that little attention to detail that we like on our cars. That's all really. You know, I know if I was coming to have a look at one of these vehicles, I'd want little touches like that done, because we've all been there before. We've looked at pictures of a car, it looks absolutely stunning in the photographs. You got to have a look at it, it's nothing like you thought it was going to be. So we just do that kind of little added touch. Okay, and again, please feel free to read some of my reviews on Auto Trader. They are all genuine reviews. We don't make anything up, they're all verified purchases. You've got a full set of Mercedes-Benz velour mats in there. They're not cheap either, they're about 100 quid from Mercedes-Benz. Door panels all look good. You've got this brushed aluminium trim that you'll have on the Avantgarde. As I mentioned, you've got height adjustment on the passenger seat as well as the driver's seat. All looks fine there. You've got your little storage compartments or little luggage nets. It's a central display for your radio, CD change, your telephone as well. So you can connect up your phone, your CD. There's all your 6 CDs that you can load up, put it back onto the radio. In here, you've got something called a media interface. So there's 3 cables that plug in to the glove box, so you can have things like your iPod on it or USB connectors, etc. So all of them are there. They're part of the CD changer package. As I mentioned, you've got folding mirrors on this car. Hopefully, let's see if we can try and squat down, see if you've got any reflections. It's really hard, even though we use HD cameras on a white car, it's very, very hard to try and pick up. What you're trying to see is these kind of reflections here, but it's very, very hard. Just take my word for it, it's lovely. It really is. Okay, alloy wheel. This one here is the closest one that you get to the curb. There were a few little scuffs on it here, here and there, and I have touched them all up. And then you've got plenty of tread on your tyres there. Wear indicators all the way down there. Probably about 5mm on there. I think a brand new tyre comes with about 7. So along the front of the car, again, she's done 27,000 miles, not under 27,000 miles. It's not going to be a brand new car, guys. There were a few little stone chips here and there. We've touched them up. I think there was one along here. There's a couple along the leading edge of the front bumper, and there was about half a dozen on the bonnet, because the way the bonnets are, they are at quite an acute angle, so it gives you better visibility. But you know, the way the angle is, you will get a few stone chips along the leading edge of the bonnet. We've touched them all up. There was 1 or 2 along here, and I think there was a couple up there, but it's going to be very, very hard to see. Okay, so we are 12 minutes now. I always say they take about 10 minutes, but I always come up to about 12 to 14 minutes. So just want to briefly tell you about our warranties. All our cars come with 6 months warranty. We don't give you a cheap sort of £30 warranty that covers you for next to nothing. We try and tick as many boxes as we can, sort of air conditioning, emissions, suspension. These are all add-ons, these are all additionals, okay? So bear that in mind, because this is all included in the price of the car. We don't say to you, look, you get a 3-month basic warranty, and if you want to upgrade it's going to cost you £200. No, it's included in the price of the car. Okay, we do not add administration fees of £200 to write you an order form, etc. Have a look at some websites, have a look at dealers that do that. We don't, okay, and just bear that in mind. Obviously it's all included at the cost of the car. We don't have our car priced low or whatever it is on Auto Trader, and then we lump all these add-ons on top of it to try and get some more money out of our customers. So we try and tick as many boxes as we possibly can. It will cover you for parts and labour, 100% parts and labour, as long as a warranty claim has been authorised, and it's done to the cost value of the car. So if you buy a car from us for £3,000, £5,000, £10,000, that's what the warranty will cover you up to. All right, so I've babbled on far too much. If you're interested in this particular car or anything else we've got on Motorpark Vehicles, please don't hesitate to give me a call, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you. Bye-bye.